Africa's insurance landscape is evolving fast, and few players have made as much impact in such a short time as Africa's specialty risks. With the launch of Lloyd Syndicate 2454 in South Africa, ASR is signaling a deeper commitment to the continent, not just in capacity, but in expertise, innovation, and truly African-led underwriting. Today I'm speaking to Mikir Shah, CEO of Africa Specialty Risk, to unpack what this means for the South African market, the opportunities they see, and how their presence could reshape specialty risks across the region. Welcome, Mikir. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Hello, Rianet, and thank you for having me. I'm also looking forward to discussing ASR and what we're doing in more detail with you as well.
Yes, so tell me about Africa's specialty risk and what role the company has had in South Africa to date.
Great. So we launched the business in 2021, first policy 16th of February 21. I remember that clearly. And we've continued to grow quite rapidly across the continent since then. Our sort of focus has been de-risking investment into and across Africa, really focusing on a risk-by-risk view of it. So rather than we do write treaty business, but rather than that being the mainstay for us is risk-by-risk underwriting, risk assessment, and providing the right insurance covers. We have our own reinsurer in Bermuda, which is Moody's Baa1 positive outlook and Fitch BBB+ positive outlook. So hopefully we'll get to the infamous A- rating and A3 rating next year in 2026 as we finish this year. And we have our own syndicate, the Lloyd Syndicate 2454, which is ASR Syndicate. Now, South Africa has always been a core market for us. We have written in all 54 countries, but however, South Africa has been the biggest market for us since we launched. And to date, we've de-risked around $10 billion of assets across South Africa alone. And that shows you the sort of scale that we've managed to achieve and also how we managed to help. So we were there after the riots. We were there after the floods. We didn't pull back. It's been a core area for us. Africa is in our name. I'm a Kenyan, studied in the UK. And this business is literally about taking the best de-risking thought processes, the innovative de-risking insurances and reinsurances that we have, and actually applying them and deploying them to our continent. It says it in our name, enabling development, and that's why we were set up. We were set up to enable development across our continent. We have to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, this is very exciting. So what does the launch of Syndicate 2454 in South Africa means for ASR?
Well, it's a big step forward for us. So our syndicate launched at Lloyd's in April 2024, which is fantastic. And since then, we've been growing our presence anyway. And the big thing for us is actually having the syndicate itself in South Africa, not just a cover holder of Lloyd's, but actually the syndicate. So it's the first time that anybody in South Africa has actually managed to get an actual syndicate stamp or a consortia stamp from Lloyd's directly. So literally you can get AA rated global paper now available in South Africa through our syndicate, which is groundbreaking. It's the first time actually syndicate underwriters themselves are operating outside of London. So again, it's a great progression for us. And to think about that, first African syndicate at Lloyd's, and now the first Lloyd's underwriters operating outside of London are in Africa. They're in South Africa. They're in Joburg right now.
It's very exciting.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be leading the way,
right?
And as Africans, we are, and that's the most important part.
Yeah. No, this is all very
and we'll be offering all our lines of business. We are, as part of this, it's not just opening a syndicate there. We are hiring local underwriters. And we're bringing local skill set to bear as well as providing training for the most innovative products from across our network as ASR as well. So all of that will be available locally. We want to work with the local market because we provide different types of risk mitigation. Nobody locally really provides trade credit or political risk insurance or contract frustration. We will be providing that type of cover or parametric. We are experts in a lot of these areas, and then we'll be providing real capacity to sit alongside our local partners in South Africa for South African businesses, And let's be honest, South Africa is the most developed economy in Africa. It's the natural place for us to open our office. And our businesses in South Africa are really growing as well. They're not just growing across Africa, they're growing globally. You know, we have some really good, successful multinational businesses. We want to be part of that journey, and we can bring global insurance paper to bear here.
Do you feel there's gaps in the local market for specialty coverage?
Yes, I mean, if you think about the sort of covers we provide, as I said, risk, trade credit, contract frustration, there's opportunities there available for us and for the local corporates to take advantage of. Cyber we've just launched, so cyber insurance fully automated on our platform, which is an automated platform, so you can actually go in and bind a policy within 5 minutes, or as we call it, 247 seconds. As long as your turnover is below $100 million, and the cover can be up to $5 million. It's all fully automated. Everyone talks about AI technology and automation. We've just deployed it. You can do that for cyber, you can do that for property, for renewable energy and D&O. So our platform already provides those coverages automatically, actually, for brokers and cedants and clients who want to work with us. So we're really rolling out innovation that is not really available anywhere else, but we're rolling out across Africa first.
I assume they sometimes can be like red flags when they do go through the digital process, and then you guys can step in. Any typical red flags that you can think of?
Yeah, sometimes you get some errors here and there in the input, or sometimes there's things that have happened in the past that need underwriter attention. So everything is done automatically. It's automatically flagged to the underwriter. The underwriter review everything. They can come back with their version of whatever the machine has told them, and go back to the broker or the client or the student and say, look, here's how we've reassessed it because of the flags that was thrown up. It adds a little bit more time, but that's okay. You know, everything's still automated. It's still electronic. You'll still get an electronic quote that's stamped and a final policy that's stamped as well, a final slip that's stamped.
So what is the role of the human local underwriter then?
Oh no! So remember, this is for the sort of mass market insurance, not retail insurance. We don't do retail. We only do corporate specialty, so we only do for businesses. But this is really for the sort of heterogeneous or homogeneous, homogeneous types of risks that we see through in large volumes, which really should go through an automated system. If you can buy your motor insurance online, why can't you buy corporate insurance online?
Yeah, I think this groundbreaking stuff that you guys do, and especially when you talk about the turnaround times, is the payment of claims as fast?
Yes, I mean, look, we're working with our local partners. Remember, we don't do this on our own. Yeah. We work with our local partners, our local insurers. So we're coming in as a partnership model, not as a look at what we're doing. You know, the whole thesis of ASR is that we work with the local markets as a collaborative effort to actually improve penetration of insurance in the corporate market, but also provide new lines of cover that are available elsewhere, but not in Africa. And then create new covers that are specific for Africa as well. So we have a whole range of new covers that we've created specific for Africa, which are also very fascinating in their sense. So we work with local insurers, so they will help us deal with the local claims, and we have a sort of a very strong claims team of our own as well. So once again, it's working with the local market.
Yeah. What is your goal in terms of market share on these various lines?
I don't think of it in market share. It's more about how much of a difference can we make.
Okay.
And let's be honest, we need that help.
Yeah.
Until recently, if you're looking in the West, most of the news flow you get is fairly negative about Africa. But recently, we've had a really good flow of positive news flow. We had the upgrade for South Africa from S&P, which is brilliant news. Then we have the G20, B20, again, fantastic news flow globally around that. So you can see exactly where the positives of Africa now coming through globally. And all we're trying to do is increase the connectivity between Africa and the global financial markets. If we have that connectivity improved, we are sure that more investment will flow and our continent can develop.
which is the ultimate goal of this all, you know. And some people want to give up hope for Africa. I'm like, I say there's hope, there's always hope. And it's really nice to see the positiveness coming through in what you've said. And a few other interviews I've had was the same. There's really some positive things happening. So it's really exciting.
Oh, we're Africans, we have to make it positive and we have to drive our own growth.
Yeah. Lastly, your message to the FAnews audience, the brokers, the guys that needs to write the business.
Well, look, thank you for taking the time to listen to us and hear a bit more about ASR and what we're doing. We're looking to work with all our partners across South Africa in much more collaboration going forward, and we're looking forward to the journey there. We're just at the start. We only started our business in 2021. We're only in 25. Long way to go for us, all of us together.
Thank you very much for your time. It was really insightful. Love the advancements in technology that we are really seeing happening. It's all about making our lives easier. So thank you for your time, and I'll be watching you with a close eye.
Rianet and FAnews, thank you very much.